Hey everybody, welcome to the High Path channel. If you are new, my name is Rosa, this is Mercy, and we are a plant-based family of 7. Today we're going to be making all of the food for the day before lunchtime. That is right, that is the goal today. Today is a weekend, we have things that we want to do today, and I don't want to be spending all day cooking in this kitchen, and so I plan on making all the food before lunch. And really, I have to make breakfast first. So we're going to start off with some breakfast. We have some beautiful lion's mane. We've got some potatoes, and I'm going to do a sheet pan brunch because it's actually like 10 o'clock. We slept in a little bit today, but hey, it's the weekend. So we are going to start off with our brunch, and then I'll make some lunch and dinner as well. But first, we're going to wash our hands, of course. We're going to get prepped up. And that brings us to the sponsor for today's video. This video is brought to you by Eden Body Care, where attention to detail meets the passion for perfection. Eden Body Care is known for their conditioning products especially crafted for dry skin, which is made by yours truly. That's right, we are the family behind Eden Body Care, a Nevada-based handmade, handcrafted skincare company who specializes in goat milk soaps that are so nourishing and conditioning to your body. At our homestead, we meticulously craft beautiful skincare not just to cleanse, but to pamper your skin as well. Elevate your skincare routine to a whole new level with Eden Body Care products. Let's head into the garden to harvest all of our beautiful herbs we're going to use for today's recipe. You can see some of our plants are starting to flourish a little bit more. Our chard has definitely been doing well. Our peppers are doing all right. They are starting to grow a little bit bigger. It's just always fun to check on the garden every single day. Today we are going to be harvesting some herbs. So we've got some fresh mint for our recipe. We're going to be doing a mint sauce for our pasta. We're also going to be doing some thyme and oregano. So here we have some beautiful thyme for some lemony deliciousness and some oregano. I really love the combination of fresh mint and thyme. It's just nice and bright. That lemoniness of the thyme comes out, and that mint, it's so refreshing. We're gonna do a quick little rinse under cold water, and it's ready for the recipe. Next, I'm prepping some vegetables, so I've just got some sweet potatoes and some russet potatoes I'm washing. And look at these beautiful heads of lion's mane that were just harvested. And now it's time to make them into a beautiful recipe. And we're just gonna roast these really quick. It's the easiest and the simplest way to cook them. Mercy is my trusty assistant for today. I have tasked her to help me chop up some potatoes for our potato and mushroom roast. We have an assortment of potatoes such as sweet potatoes, we've got some red potatoes, and some russets, just to throw it in there. The smaller that we cut these potatoes, the quicker that they cook, so I just have her cut it into small little cubes or whatever the shapes are, but just small little pieces, while I work on a soup for Trey's dinner tonight. I find that tackling a soup or dinner at lunchtime is usually the best way just because it minimizes cleanup, and while we are chopping things up, we may as well just chop up whatever that we need for dinner as well. Not to mention, soups are just much better when you are cooking them low and slow. The longer, the better. I've got some usual suspects here, just some onions, carrots, and celery, a mirepoix, and some broccoli I have in here as well. Next, we are going to start a pan for some roasted vegetables for Trey's salad, of course. I have Isaiah help me with the parchment paper while he is cutting it with some garden shears, it looks like. Whatever tool he was using. Yeah, that's what he's using to cut them. Along with some roasted vegetables, we're going to add some pink oyster mushrooms. These pinks have been growing so beautifully. Honestly, pinks are my favorite because of the taste and the textures. It's so delicious. It's kind of like fishy. Trey likes to describe them as being fishy, but I just really like the taste, whatever it is. To make these simple, all I'm doing is just pulling the petals off of this little mushroom nub here, the mycelium, if you will. This is just a really easy way to prepare them. On the side, Emmanuel's actually working on breakfast, which is really brunch. She's just making a smoothie for everybody. We didn't really make brunch on time, so that smoothie will definitely hold everybody for lunchtime. Once Mercy was done chopping all of our potatoes, she's going to start working on the mushroom prep. Lion's mane mushrooms are so fun to kind of just tear apart. So she's just trimming some unwanted parts, and then she's going to hand tear some of these. And lion's mane, if you've not worked with them before, they have a very sort of crabby type of texture. It's nice and stringy like crab meat. It's actually so unique and so fun to play with and cook with. I'm getting this pot of vegetables ready for Trey's soup, so I'm just going to add some hemp oil in here, and I'm going to get that started. On this day, while Mercy and I were in the kitchen, the other kiddos were helping me cut some soap. We're multitasking, and we are accomplishing many different things all at once. I ended up adding some more vegetables in here, just like some zucchini. We also got some red cabbage and a little bit of cauliflower in here as well. We're going to saute this down in our oil just to get it started, just to get some browning going on to develop some color and lots of flavor in the soup. Right, back onto our roasting pan. So we are just drizzling some oil onto our pans. We've got on the left side, we have the roasted vegetables for Trey's salad, which I'm also going to salt. And on the right side, we also have our mushrooms and our potatoes. Seasoning them very well, both with some onion powder, some salt. We've got some smoked paprika. We've got some ancho chili powder, really anything we have on hand. We're roasting both of these at the same time at about 425 convection oven. We will roast these for about 30 minutes or so, just until it's done, and we will check up on it in a little bit. After plucking all of our beautiful pink oyster mushroom petals off, we are going to save the mycelium. We put it in a mason jar and we're going to freeze it. We will gather some more and we will make some beautiful mushroom stock for some umami-ness later on. Our stove was still broken at this time, so we only have the back 3 burners. Actually, it's just 2 burners and the one in the front. It's been a bit difficult cooking with one of our main little burners broken, but we're trying to get it fixed, so we're just waiting for some parts. So we've got our pasta going in, and then now we're adding some mushroom powder. This is mycelium powder in Trey's soup. We like to add this lion's mane powder for mental clarity and focus, and this is by Host Defense. And we also have some turkey tail that's going in as well. We get all this on Amazon, so if you're interested in incorporating some of this mycelium powder into your diet, I'll have the link of them in the description to check out. Even though it's been summertime, we still like to cook soups just because of how nourishing it is. Whenever you make a soup, all of the minerals and vitamins from the vegetable just kind of slow cooks into that liquid, and it just really makes this soup very, very good for you, and it just gives you a good immune system boost as well. So when you can, we definitely encourage you to make some more soups in your home, even if it's summertime. Now we're working on one of the easiest pasta sauces. We're going to blend up some cannellini beans. We added some mushroom stock, just homemade mushroom stock. We're going to add just a little bit more beans and our herbs, all of them. So we've got our oregano, we've got some thyme, and plenty of fresh mint. We're using our handy dandy most favorite blender, which is our Blendtec. We use this for milling flour. We use this for literally everything, smoothies, sometimes ice creams, just anything. If you're looking for a new blender, this one we highly recommend. It's just so good. It's a high-powered blender and it works on everything. Along with our beans and herbs, we're going to add a little bit of lemon juice and some oil. We're just adding some hemp seed oil here while Mercy is snacking on some cooked pasta. So the lemon is perfect for summertime. It brightens up everything, and it's just so nice and acidic, and it cuts through all of the fat. We're going to give this a good blend until it's nice and smooth, and we're going to taste it for some salt. Check out how creamy this delicious bean sauce is. It's full of protein and amino acids from the beans. It looked like it was a little bit thick, so I added a little bit more of that mushroom stock. Make sure we are continuing to taste the sauce. It looked like it needed a little bit more salt, and I'm actually going to add a little bit of lime juice as well. I felt that it needed a little bit more brightness, and limes are actually considered, if you ask Alexa, limes are actually the most sour fruit, which is so interesting. I never knew that. For a little bit of that umami cheesiness, we're going to add some nutritional yeast in there as well. Once the taste is up to par, we are going to drizzle it all onto our delicious pasta. I chose the campanelle. This is one of my favorite pasta shapes in the world because of that texture, that QQ, as we say in Taiwan. It's just perfect. It's nice and springy. We're going to use up all of the sauce actually. Whoa, and we spilled a little bit, but that's okay. Now, when you're making pasta, we like to over sauce because whenever we eat pasta throughout the day, we found that the more sauce that you start off with, the better, because the pasta kind of absorbs the sauce and then the sauce kind of just dissipates or disappears. It's kind of like the pasta just dries up. So we don't like that. We like to over sauce things. If needed, you can add a little bit of pasta water. Make sure you're seasoning it very well. Add some olive oil if you have as well, just to add that sauciness. Alrighty, once the pasta is mixed, the pasta is done for the day. Moving on, we're just going to check on the potatoes and mushrooms. I just took it out of the oven really quick. It looked like the underbelly of it, or the inside of it, wasn't crispy enough, so I'm going to stir it up, and then we're going to drizzle it a little bit more with some hemp seed oil, and then put it back into the oven because you really want to cook lion's mane or any mushrooms, any gourmet mushrooms really, really well. At this point, most of our items are done. We have dinner ready, we have lunch ready, which is the pasta. We'll probably have a little bit of everything for lunch or for dinner, whatever the case may be, food is made. I'm also going to prepare a nice simple salad. So I'm chopping up some romaine lettuce into small pieces here. We also added some refreshing, fresh, crunchy cucumbers. I like to peel off the skin just because the skin can be hard to digest. And then we're just going to chop this up into small little pieces just to add into the salad really, really easy. Cucumbers are one of our most favorite vegetables, or actually, I suppose they're fruit because it has seeds in it. But anyway, fruit or vegetable, it is one of our favorites. It's so refreshing in summertime. It's just delicious. So we're going to add this to our salad here, and we want to make things a little bit simple today. So I'm cutting some limes here. We're just going to drizzle it with a little bit of oil. We are drizzling it with a little bit of lime juice, and we actually have some leftover coleslaw that we made a couple of days ago, maybe yesterday probably. So let me just give this a quick mix, and then we're going to add, we also had some capers in here as well. I bought some capers for a recipe recently, but we never used it, so we're going to add that to our salad. Isaiah is already tucking into some mushrooms and pasta and whatever that we have made already. In our pan here, we decided to chop up the leftover sausages that we had. So I believe this is like the apple and sage sausage made out of wheat gluten. So I just had Israel quickly sear this on our cast iron skillet, and we're going to add this. Initially, I wanted to add this to our salad, but we ended up adding this to our pasta. Now it's Mercy's turn to dig into some lunch. She's serving herself with some pasta while I am finishing up with the rest of the cooking. If you've not tried these sausages before, we purchased this at our local Smith's, and they are the Field Roast brand, I believe, and they're actually really, really tasty. Trey here is getting ready for his lunch as well, and he's already snacking on his vegetables. This video was actually filmed before he broke his ankle, so he was able to kind of walk around, but at this point in time, he's actually in bed on bed rest, I'm afraid. We thank you all for all of your prayers and healing vibes. We appreciate every single one of you. It was a freak accident that shouldn't have happened, which it happened, and Yeah, we are going into surgery very, very soon next week. Finishing up our salad, like I said, we had some coleslaw that I made about just yesterday or the day before. I'm going to add that to our bed of lettuce. This is actually for Trey, so I prepared a bowl for him of the salad, and then I'm just going to dump the rest of it into our cucumber and romaine salad as well. We really don't like to waste anything here, so if we can, we will definitely use up some leftovers whenever we can. This coleslaw was made of some red cabbage, we've got some red onions, and we've also got a beautiful creamy hemp sauce that is really nice and acidic and filled with lemon juice. And this was our spread for lunch. We've got roasted vegetables, salad. Our soup is actually still working in the background, and that's going to be ready for dinner. Our potatoes and roasted lion's mane is also ready, and it's so good with hot sauce. That was to die for. And our salad and our pasta was just delicious.
That's it, guys. We made it. We actually made it just in time. It was about maybe 11:50 or so when we finished making all the meals that we're going to be consuming for the day. So it didn't really take long. We are done in the kitchen. Pretty much everything is washed. The kids already had lunch. They're doing their thing. Trey still has his salad, and I still need to eat for lunch. The kids had like a smoothie and stuff for breakfast time. Yeah, lunch and lunch and dinner is taken care of, and maybe there's even gonna be leftovers. Hope you guys have a great day today. Enjoy your summertime. Like, share, and subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody. Babe, you ruined it.